Hello, Patty here, the country wife from Vermont, now living in South Carolina. I hope it's been a good week for you. Today is week 28, I think, or maybe 29 of videos. And progress has been made. Though I'm not going to show you the surroundings because it's a pig pen again, even though I have made some progress this week. Health-wise, it's been a fabulous week because the weather has moved into the 70s, which is heavenly, and a little breeze. It makes it so comfortable to be inside and outside. It's just wonderful. It was so good that actually on Sunday, I walked to church, and that was a very nice thing. This week also was the first time that I put on my own continuous glucose monitor. The old one had had its 15-day run, and yesterday I put on a new one. It was a bit of a stretch to get the old one out without jabbing myself, but it did work. And I think I told you the last time that my sweet angel husband asked if I would like him to put in the monitor for me. And I said yes, and I told him how to do it, and I said, you just smash it in there on the arm. And that's what he did. And I actually have been sorry ever since because, you know, the arm has not felt wonderful. The little sensor thing is about that long, so it's almost an inch long that drags into your skin to check your blood. Well, anyway, so yesterday I did the scrubbing up and the alcohol cleaning off and all that, and I put it in, and I read the directions again from start to finish, and it said press firmly. It didn't say smash it in. Much more comfortable. We'll do it that way in the future. As far as organization goes, I have been moving things around, taking things out, and just now, while I was sitting in the living room knitting, and I'll show you the project I was knitting on, I watched a video. I don't know, how seniors keep their house clean or something like that. Anyway, it was very good. It had 10 things to do, and I'm really edgy to get started on it. I have some things that I'm going to actually do today as soon as I finish with this video. So that's it for the organization. Maybe I'll have something productive to tell you about next week. I hope so. That's my plan. All right, finished objects this week. The one that I'm happiest with having finished, because now I can move it on, and this is the fox. See that cute little fox? The little ears there, the little eyes are kind of cute. The nose is not that great, but there's the front legs. They do their thing. There's a nice fat body. And look at that tail. Isn't that the cutest little thing with the white tail? I don't know. I suppose foxes actually look like that. This is 2 yarns held together. They were Knit Picks yarns. I think Wool of the Andes Sport, I think, and Aloft is the fuzzy one. It makes it look fuzzy. But anyway, the thing is done. It's not very good, but it's as good as it was going to get. So this week, I will send that on to its recipient, and I bet you that person will be happy. So there's number 1 done. Number 2 done is I made a zipper pouch. I love zipper pouches. I love bags. I love containers of all kinds because I don't like stuff lying around, but I do have a fair number of containers. This is one of my favorite ones. I just made it, and this is a fat quarter. And if I show you the inside, it's completely lined because basically I just fold the fat quarter in half and then do it. And I put these little tabs on you can, I don't know if you can see, there's a little tab at the end of the zipper. I just watched a video earlier in the week, and I did some other making and found that this works the best as far as I can see. At least I like it the best. You can see I did not top stitch, but I don't really care that much about that. I may do a top stitch another time. We'll see. Anyway, so there's a fat quarter bag. It's about 7.5 or 7.25 inches by 9.5. And that's with one fat quarter. Oh, and I sort of, you know, everybody, if you watch people, they box up the corners, they cut out fabric, and I didn't want to do that. So I just kind of folded this up. So on both sides, it's folded up and stitched in the seam, and it makes it boxy. I like that. Okay, so that's number 2 finished. The next things, oh, let's see, here's another thing that is finished. I'm gonna say it's finished, even though it's only half finished, is that my husband has some short pants, and he got some new pants, and they needed to have some length to it. And I had just gotten some nice 50-50 or 51-49 linen and cotton fabric, which I, of course, didn't wash yet, so it'll shrink, and we'll see if it'll be a disaster. But I got the one pant leg lengthened. I folded the fabric in half and ironed it, and then I folded in the top part for the seam, and then I just pinned it all the way around and stitched it. And then I overlapped a little bit and then stitched it like that at the top. So that worked. And they fit. So now I've got to finish the finishing today and get those done. Another thing that was on the same line as the pants. Those really weren't mending, but this was kind of a mending. I showed you this last week, I think, which is my stitch marker bag, and I hadn't done careful enough jobs doing the vinyl, so I stitched the vinyl in again. I put 2 more lines, and now it's perfectly fine. There's no raw edges, even though vinyl raw edges no problem, except it would come out. Another mending thing that I finished was you can see that I have the zipper tab here, which was fine, but on this end, the zipper tab, I didn't put a zipper tab on. I just stitched it in to the seam, and unfortunately, it opened up, and the zipper tab itself, the zipper pull came out. And so I found another tab, and now I'm looking at this and I can see that there's other issues here, but I'm not going to do anything with that. But I made a little bogus tab, and now it's closed up, and I can open it up all the way, and the zipper pull is not going to fall off. So that's another finished project. I'm happy to have that done. Now, a cute project. Here is a little pumpkin. So cute. I love these things. The creator of the pattern is Brianna K Designs. I've showed it to you, the pattern before, but this was one where you use 2 different yarns so that you had the spines in a different color, and then the other yarn. I am so thrilled with this. I hope I'm going to make 100 of them. Well, not 100. No, not 100. I got too many other things to do. But I'd like to make a bunch of these and give them away to various people, family members and others, because I think they'll be fun. Okay, that's a finished project. I did make the same one, and this one I cast on, or I made a chain of 19 stitches, and then the actual pumpkin itself is on 18 stitches, and you have 4 beginning and ending stitches where you crochet through the back loop only, and then the other stitches is a 2-row repeat of the wheat stitch, and I really like it. Even though, if you look at this, let me see. Yes, 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 yes. You notice this? The wheat stitches are going this way, but I left the bottom open, not the top. So the bottom became the top. And so the wheat is facing down. We'll say it's the end of the year, and the wheat heads are going down instead of up. So there you go, that's done. Okay, I told you last week about injuring my thumb, and I still keep jamming it. When I'm using my finer needles, I keep jamming my thumb with the needles. And so this test knit vest, I am working on it, but it's going very slowly. But so you can see that I'm making progress. What I did check was the length from I've decided that this is going to, instead of being an oversized vest, I'm going to have it and have it go down, be more tunic-like, which is what I like in most clothes. I don't want that to be this one. And partially because this little fine yarn and the finer needles are getting on my nerves and bothering my thumb. So I measured, and this only needs to be 10 inches from my armpit to the armhole sleeve to the waist. So it needs to be a little more than twice this size. So there's still a possibility that I can get this done for the test knit in time. I'm hoping to do that. Okay, one more thing. No, not one more thing. Another thing, I'm knitting on a North Road hat. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that is very cool. I love the way you can see how the stripes go. It's going to spiral around the hat. This is going to be it's going to be obviously more than twice this length. I made one last week, actually after I made the video, and finished it and gave it to a lady, but I thought that it was going to be too small. I mean, I don't know how this will, yeah, well, anyway, I don't know. It goes around my head. I do have a ponytail on there, so I don't know. We'll see how this goes, but I intend to make at least one more after I finish this one, and we'll see how it goes. I'll show you how it goes. So that is the North Road hat. I'll put the designer's name and how you can find the pattern. It's, I don't know, $6 or $8 for the pattern. Okay, another thing that I did was don't have them with me. I don't have the pattern here, but I have a book called Saltwater Knits by Christine Legros and somebody else. I think that was her name. I'll put it in the show notes. This is made with Briggs & Little Regal yarn, so it's pretty fat and thick, and it's going up pretty fast. And so it's bigger needles. There's US 6 needles, and it's going pretty fast. I just started, when I stopped knitting this morning, I had just started the heel flap, and I just love this pattern. It's just kind of like gingham. I really like it. So it's going well. It's a 56 stitch pattern, and I don't know how it's going to fit. One of the things I like the most about it, and maybe I'll try to make a little video, is that even though there's the longest stitches are 5 in one color, but I do the weaving in. The Anne Bourgeois from Philosopher's Wool taught me years and years ago how to weave in so you don't have floats on the back of your knitting, and so your fingers don't get caught, your toes don't get caught, your arms don't get caught in the thing. So I love that. I'm sad she has passed away, but I have every intention. I got her wonderful book, and I haven't gotten any yarn from them, though I always intended to. I actually had hoped that I could drive over to their house in Canada and buy some of their yarn. And by being there, I could see what they had and get what I wanted. But I didn't get to do that. And now she's gone. And I think they've passed the business along to someone else. And I hope that they're still producing. So I don't know if there's anything else. I'm very excited about General Conference this weekend. And there's nothing like having your spiritual engines recharged by listening to the prophets and all the brothers and sisters at the head of the church teaching us things that we need to know, that Heavenly Father has told them to share with us. And I am looking forward to that. Before I quit, one more thing that you'll probably laugh yourselves sick about, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. So, I might have mentioned that I like bags and containers. Here's a bag that I love it. It's as you can see, it's a wild bird feed bag. You know, it's a wonderful bag. And I'll tell you what, when I put something in it, I can remember, oh, that's the bag that has that. Well, we had the same issue with this zipper. I put a zipper in, I put the tabs on, and I did the boxing at the bottom. You can see the boxing at the bottom. So the bag really can stand up. But anyway, the zipper pull came off. So yesterday, I made this little kind of junky zipper tab after fiddling around, I found a red tab, a zipper pull that I had. I bought several. I think I have 2 different bags of zipper pulls because I only use part of the, I buy at Hobby Lobby, they have 22-inch zippers for 99 cents. And so I buy those, and I only use half of the zipper a lot of times for the various projects. So we've got these ends so I can make new zippers if I have zipper pulls. So anyway, I did that. I put this little tape tab on the bottom of it, and now I can shove that in there if it bothers me. And I've got the bag ready to go again. Makes me happy. So that is it for today. I'm anxious to get rolling on cleaning the house. Again, this more organization. And this video, I'm going to put the video in so you can watch it if you want, on how to have a clean and tidy house all the time. I want to do that. So I will say, do good, be good. Let's do it now together. We can make wonderful things happen in our lives, in our homes, and in our communities. Best wishes to you all. Bye now.